Okay, so doing a video. Hi, nobody. So, how are you all doing? I hope you're good. I hope you're well. It's a weird part of the lockdown, isn't it? It feels like globally we're all hitting a bit of a rough patch as we realise that Corona's just going to run and run. Yeah, it's all kind of peaks and troughs at the minute. I mean, at the moment where I am, the weather's beautiful. But it looks like the council isn't collecting our bins anymore. A bunch of bin bags out in the sun on a hot day. I mean, I just walked past our bins and there is a smell that pretty much took my nasal virginity by force. But the sun is beautiful. Peaks and troughs. But yeah, it's definitely a strange part of the lockdown because I realised the other day that I haven't touched another human being in a couple of months now, which is weird. I mean, in lots of ways, communication's never been higher. Zoom, which I hate, Zoom and WhatsApp are real key features in my day at the moment, but I'm coming to realise how much non-verbal communication is really important. And we're still communicating in loads of non-verbal ways, like fashion. For example, I, with my lovely new hair, like everybody else who has decided to wait for a global pandemic to debut a faintly controversial new look, I'm using my bleached hair to indicate to everybody around me that I am a fashion coward. I'm not gonna lie, I kinda can't stop checking out my hair at the minute. Yeah, I had to give it a little cut this week, so now my hair pretty accurately reflects my mental state. Very much not the result of professional intervention, but kind of works. So I find that I'm getting through this slightly rough period by focusing on that day when it's all over, like the day when everybody's allowed to just go back to normal and we all just run into the streets and we can touch each other. Because that first day when we're all allowed to touch each other and go to the pub and stuff is going to be one of the most unbelievable days of our lives, I think. That day is going to be one to tell the grandkids about, by which I mean don't tell the grandkids because it's going to be a massive bang fest. It's going to be filthy. Every sex club, every dogging hotspot, every dark room is just going to be filled. It's going to be as awesome as it is gross. Quick aside, I've never really understood the appeal of dark rooms, by the way. Why is it hotter if you can't see what's going on? I don't quite understand that. I guess maybe the appeal is less that you can't see people and more that people can't see you. Because I suppose if people can't see you, it means that you can be extra pervy. I guess as the old adage goes, in the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is wanking. So yeah, it's going to be an amazing day, like our generation's VE day, except sexy. VD day, probably. Because although by that day Corona will be gone, we'll probably still have to socially distance to avoid super STIs like Thunderclap or Hep C Max. So until that wondrous, magical, generation-defining day, I guess I'm just going to have to lean hard into sexting. Well, it's kind of exciting, I suppose. It's always happening simultaneously with another conversation, so you've got neck-breaking changes of tone from, oh yeah, I totally want to come in your hair, to, oh, I'm so sorry for your loss. It is fraught with danger. So until then, you big virgins, stay safe and stay vigilant, whatever the fuck that means. Bye!